Hi, this is Dana with Dana Digital Tutorials, and today we're going to be talking about SREF codes, what they are and how they work. They're a special code designed by Midjourney. There are over 4 billion, and they're just a number somewhere between 1 and over the 4 billion based on which one you want. Each one is going to dial in a specific style, and you can use that style to create a cohesive set that is themed and looks similar. Not only that, you can use that code in another 6 months from now to create an entirely new set. Maybe you did a chicken set or a farm animal set, and now you want to do a beach set, or you did something for the summer and now you want to do something for the fall. It's a great way to keep a consistent theme no matter how far apart you do your images. As we all know that Midjourney is going to do something today, and then it's going to do something a little different tomorrow. So let me show you how to use SREF codes and how to find them. So this is a series that I did here, and what I did is I asked Midjourney to just give me random codes. It takes a lot of codes to find ones that you like. The easiest way I find to do that is to just put 2 quotations, we call that a blank prompt, and a dash SREF, I did not even type that well, SREF random, and then just hit enter. This is going to give you whatever your custom settings are here. I'm going to keep it at 100 so that it's just your default settings. I typically like to do this because it gives me an idea of what subjects and style a particular code prefers. Once I'm done with that, make sure that I've got my defaults where I want them. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. If you have fast hours, which I do not right now because I blew through them all, then you can be on fast, and up here in your prompt you can type a --R, and then you can give it a number between 1 and 40, and it will run that many prompts all at once, giving each one its own unique SREF code. If you don't have fast hours, either you're out or you're on a lower plan, then what you can do is just hit enter here. But if you hit the up arrow to take you to your last prompt, it's going to actually enter the code that it created. So instead, what you would have to do is type the random again. I like to select it all. I just use Command or Control A and then Command or Control C and copy it, and then hit enter, and you can do this up to how many will allow to buffer. I believe it's 3 active and 9 buffered. So you can run a bunch of codes, find the codes you want. You can also purchase codes online. There are some available. You can just Google SREF codes, and that will give you some that you like. I do find that a lot of the free ones online aren't really the style I'm looking for when I'm creating art. So doing this random, it just helps me find the ones that I like. So when I did that, these are the ones that it created for me. I can see this one's kind of very dark. And by the way, I can combine 2, 3, 4 SREF codes into one image, and I'll show you how to do that here in a few minutes. But these are the SREF codes that it popped up with random. I actually think this one is really cute. You're more than welcome to use any of these codes. And you can just see that the difference that a code can make in style. Now, once you have some that you like, then you can start to put in a prompt that you want to see how it behaves, because some codes will not really do well when you want an isolated white background, and some, like this, automatically give you a white background. So once I find some codes I like, then I'm going to take that code and I'm going to create a basic prompt. A cute owl with a flower, I should have said flowers, but I wrote flower, isolated on a white background, and then I put some text in there. I want to see how it's responding with the text, how it's responding with my request for a white background. And if I wanted to hone this in even more for clip art, I might even come up here and type clip art sticker, and have it go ahead and do that. And to go through these quickly, I kind of like to highlight this area and copy it and then just paste it. And then you can click this code here and it'll just insert it with the prompt that you've entered. So we'll do this on a couple of them. I'm going to go ahead and do that one, and we'll go ahead and do this one. And then I'm able to see how that prompt does whenever I want clip art. I can see this one, even without me asking it to make a clip art style, it has done pretty well. These are all on 100. This one did pretty well too. So I liked the pink and the black colors that this gave me. So I wanted to see how I could push this with the stylization. You can do stylize a couple of different ways. You can do dash dash stylize and the number between 0 and 1,000. Default is 100. Or you can do dash dash S, like just with an S and then the same number. Both of those work. Or you can come up here into your little filters for your defaults, and you can drag this up and down. So if you can't remember the numbers, you can also just drag it back and forth and see the numbers. So I wanted to see what this code would do on a 500 stylization, because I felt like if I could get a little more detail, I would really like these. And I can see it's done a pretty cute job with creating some of the feathers and the detail in the flowers. So I just like it. So then I changed my prompt, you can see here, to add just a girl. When I did that, because this prompt favors girls right here in its preferences, even though I didn't ask for a girl because my text request had the word girl, it added a girl into the prompts. So I might have to insert a negative prompt for this. And obviously this text is not very good either. But we're going to go ahead and do this with a negative prompt, and we're just going to say no people. Sometimes it will respond to that. Sometimes it won't. I'm going to do another video on how to fix the text, but this will just give you an idea of what these SREF codes can do, and I can see that it's done really, really good. You might not like this style, so you may be looking for a different SREF code, but if you do, feel free to use it. So I love it. I mean, it's really cute. It's got the pink in there, but what if we took this code and we combine it with another code? Maybe I want to introduce some other colors or some other themes. Let's go ahead and copy this prompt, and let's close out of there, and let's go down to one of these, like maybe this one, and let's just click this SREF code, and you're going to see it adds it in here. And so now if we hit enter, it's going to create something that's a mix between those two codes. I can weight those two different codes differently, so I'll show you how to do that here in a couple of minutes. But we're going to go ahead and just finish looking at these. And this one, it kind of did an owl girl, so hopefully our no people will work for this one. Here's another SREF code. And that's not an owl, but that is, and this is on the 500, so I still have room to go up if I want more detail. I did write prominently display the text below just to try to get it a little bit bigger. Today, Midjourney is making my text bigger whether I ask it to or not. The other day, it was giving me a lot of smaller prompts, even smaller than these. So I can see that these codes are doing, what they're designed to do. And here is one of our random codes that we just did. And so if I wanted to try this one with an owl, I can go ahead and click the code. I can click here, this prompt, and it will put the two together. And I can just hit enter, and we'll look at that in a few minutes. And here's some of the other random codes that we did. So this one here, I changed it to a clip art sticker, and I can see that it is cooperating. I don't necessarily like that gray color, but if I wanted to take the pinks and the blues and make them a little less pink, I could probably combine it with this code and get a look that I like. So Here is one where I did the text prominently displayed below. You can see this favors kind of those greens and those pinks. And here is one where we have just the SREF code, and at 500 I just did a couple of these, and this one is the one with no people, and I can see that it did respond pretty well. We'd have to work on this text, but I'll put a link below for the other video where we go through text and how to work on that. So you can see that this one did respond well. And then here's where I combined two codes. So when I combined these two codes, I noticed that instead of it being very flat, like say this one was here, it's now giving it more of that 3D roundness a little bit, but it's also giving it that flat graphic look, like somewhere in the middle. You can see my text fell apart on this one and on that one, but then my text is somewhat okay here. We would be able to work on that. So and then here is that new code we found where I asked it to give me a cute owl isolated on a white background, but I didn't use the sticker version, so it's not really giving me that. So let's go ahead and type clip art sticker and see if I can get it to isolate in the middle. They don't always cooperate. Today they are a lot more than normal, but we'll see that one come up here in a minute, and then we'll be done with this video, and I'll go ahead and post in, like I said, the link for how to work on text and also how to work on the order of your prompt and how that affects the end prompt. And I can see that this one is not cooperating very well on giving me just a sticker look, but I mean, it's cute. I like the colors, so I would just use this for a different purpose, or maybe isolate, combine it with another code to see if I can't get it to give me what I want. So I hope this video helps you with SREF codes, using them. This is Dana with Dana Digital Tutorials. Have a great day.